decision to make.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Wet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Do you believe this? They exchange punches. That time. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Counterpunch. No rest for the weary. Only catching air with that hook. Those counterpunches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it. I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. Katie Taylor. She's 165 centimeters tall with a reach of 168. And up against her, it's Delphine Persoon, 5 foot 8 inches tall and with a reach of 68 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced. Delphine Persoon. This Belgian has really been turning heads since she burst onto the professional scene.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing simply the best, Katie Taylor. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Belgium, and ranked as one of the best female lightweight boxers in Ring Magazine, here is a women's lightweight champion of the world, Delphine Persoon.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad, I don't know, but it's the argument I know.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Defense is not an option for these two. She wasn't ready for that counter. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The first fight between Persoon and Katie Taylor was extremely close. A lot of people felt Delphine Persoon beat her, but in the second fight, Katie Taylor, the clear winner.
Delphine Persoon and Katie Taylor, that was a questionable, wicked fight. You saw size to Katie Taylor that you were worried about. Thinking, Katie Taylor, really? You've got this in the bag. But Persoon was persistent. She was dogged. She was on the case and wouldn't let it go. What a fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Caution being thrown to the wind. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Beautiful counter punch. She scores with that counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, things certainly. Here we go for round two. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter shot. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. And that hook misses. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
You would think it'd just be smart. Get your shots off and don't give her anything. Go back.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. She catches and counters. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. She misses with that jab. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect punch. Misses with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab doesn't quite connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter and a coach.
Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good job defending the jab. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. He fights out of that southpaw stance, weighed in at 115 pounds. He's got a height of 164 centimeters. His reach is 170. And he'll be facing the Pac-Man. He's got a reach of 67 inches, and his height is 160. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. They call him It's the Pac-Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020.
This bout is scheduled.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
There's a counter shot. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? And down goes Pacquiao. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
You're right, Todd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Pacquiao in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
You'd like to see more jabs. Hey, those punches add up. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Nice punch. And he scores with the counter. The right hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
He blocks the uppercut. Done with that counter shot. That one will count. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missed with that right uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Ooh, Bam is rocked. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt. Look.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tape. On to the 5th we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Bam is hurt. much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Missing with the left hook. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Incredible. Did you see that? Bam is in trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Let's start the sixth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Win this round. Want everything in the bag, and you put him back into it.
And there's the bell for round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And they block the right uppercut. Good counter punch. That uppercut doesn't land. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Oh, that punch. Both men step back for just a moment. The perfect counter lands. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
Round 8, and we're off again. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Bam goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Pacquiao might... How about that impact?
I'm like that.
In slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Do your business.
Good shot. And again.
Great way, Chris. It's all going right. It's all going to plan.
Just be smart. Be smart and counter that boy. Oh, good shot. Good shot.
Time!
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only...
No, just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Who could forget May 18th, 2024, Tyson Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's Teofimo Lopez, tries to beat Sugar Ray Rush. Not too many seats to be. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. jab won't score. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do, Jeff? Here we go. It's round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And Lopez is dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A perfect counter shot. You believe what we are seeing. That left hook missed. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Robinson goes to the canvas, and he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say come to me.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
They're being put down.
Let's get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff him.
That counter shot lands. Nope, that uppercut does not score. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter shot. Terrific counter lands. He blocks the hook. Solid punch. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same...
There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just...
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
These two fighters are made for one another. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Swing and a miss with the hook. Missing with that jab. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Punch. Do you believe what we're seeing? pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you continue.
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being... Let's start the 6th. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo. And there's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Couldn't land that jab. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As we enter the final frames of this bout.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just missed with that hook. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
about Teofimo Lopez that last round? Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still... There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Teofimo in some real trouble here. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can't score with that hook again. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Punch, counter punch. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Hold that thought! And Teofimo Lopez might be ready to go! Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.